Want some coffee?
Hmm? No, no thanks.
Warren, I'm just as concerned about this as you are.
How could she do it?
My mother or Felicia?
Your mother, of course. Although I guess Felicia's as much to blame. She accepted the offer, right? If we're to believe your mother.
You can believe her, Thorne.
Things were going along so smoothly. I could actually feel some movement between your family and mine, and now your mother goes and shoots it all to hell.
Hi. Did I interrupt something?
No, Ridge, come on in.
Kind of early to be in your bedclothes, isn't it?
What's up, Ridge?
Oh, I just came from Taylor's office. I wanted to get a little professional feedback on Mother's state of mind before she left.
That's right, you two were the last to see her.
Well, what did she have to say?
Well, my friend the psychiatrist seems to feel there's no reason to assume that Mother's in any danger, or that she'd be a danger to herself.
Well, good. That gives us one less thing we have to worry about.
What about Stephanie's purse?
Well, I think like Dad suggested, we have to assume she took another one. Anyway, I just thought I'd ease your minds a little bit.
Well, thanks, Ridge.
Is this a bad time?
You haven't talked to Dad yet, have you?
No, I haven't been at work since this morning.
Well, you're gonna find something out when you get back there.
What's that?
Would you believe our sister Felicia accepted a job with Sally Spectra?
Yeah, come in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Spencer?
Oh, yeah, Julie, come on in. So, listen, tell me, how are things going?
How's it going? You mean with Clark Garrison, I presume?
Bright girl.
Well, he's trying to get me out of his life.
Trying.
That's what I said.
Sounds like he hasn't succeeded yet.
No, Mr. Spencer, he hasn't succeeded. And he's not going to either.
Yeah, that's right, Kirby. You got that on target? Felicia Forrester is ours. Sure, I can get your picture and bio. How about a cover? Sounds good to me. All right, we'll send that right over. Bye-bye. Darla, please, no more calls. I know there's a million of them, all right? Sally, this phone has been ringing off the hook since you left. We are hot, baby. We are sizzling.
Listen, has Storm Logan come by yet?
No, why is he coming by here?
Well, I want him to cross the T's and dot the I's on a contract we have with Felicia Forrester. I want to make sure there's no way she can worm her way out of it.
So how'd it go with Macy and Thorne?
It's over. It's about the best I can say about it.
They're upset.
Yeah, they're upset. There's going to be a lot of people upset with us, honey. Not only Thorne and Macy, but certainly Felicia, the whole Forrester clan. They're all going to be upset with us. We're going to take a lot of flack on this one, baby. But I'll tell you something. I don't give a damn anymore. I am tired of trying to please those people, of trying to get them to see things my way. Felicia Forrester signed a contract with us, and she is going to be working for us.
Atta girl, Sally.
I'm glad to see I finally won you over.
Sally, you're a genius. The trades are going nuts. They're calling us the biggest coup in the last 5 years. It's all because of you. You got it, kid. Just when I think I got you pegged, you pull off something like this. Yeah, I'm a believer, sweetheart. And if we can hold on to Felicia Forrester and get from her what I think we will, we're gonna leave her daddy's company in the dust.
made the big mistake, Julie. Mistake that I warned you about. You fell in love with Clark Garrison.
Well, I guess that's my business, isn't it?
So what do you intend to do to win him back?
As far as I'm concerned, I haven't lost him yet.
Thought he was out.
It takes two to begin a relationship, Mr. Spencer, and two to end one as well.
Wrong, Julie. It only takes one. Clark Garrison says that it's over. It's over.
We'll just have to see about that.
Well, what are you gonna do? You gonna cause some trouble? Tell his wife? That won't do any good. And it sure as hell is not gonna win him back.
Well, at least I'll have the satisfaction of knowing I made him as miserable as he's made me.
Julie, you don't have to be miserable. You can have Clark, and I can help you get him back.
Thank you for coming, Storm.
Your wife made it sound pretty important.
It is important, Storm. I'd like you to take a look at this contract.
Sally, who drew this up?
It's our standard one with a couple of amendments.
I may be dealing with a conflict of interest here.
In what way?
My sister is married to Felicia Forrester's father.
Have you talked to Eric Forrester?
No? No, but if I had, I certainly wouldn't be at liberty to discuss it with you.
Storm, you're on retainer here.
Clark, don't throw that at me.
Look, Storm, I don't really need any legal advice about whether or not to hire Felicia Forrester. I just want to know if that contract's valid.
Valid.
Yes. Will it hold up in court if it's challenged?
And who might be challenging it, Sally?
I'm sorry, Counselor, but if I can't go fishing in your pond, surely you don't expect me to let you cast your nets in mine, do you? Please, just read it and tell me, do we have Felicia Forrester under contract or don't we?
Who told you that?
My mother was just over here.
She told you she hired Felicia?
Oh, it's a fact, Ridge.
Oh, come on, Thorne, there's no way.
Have you seen today's edition of Ion Fashion? According to Sally, it's in there too.
It's a rumor, it has to be. There's no way Felicia would accept a job from Spectra.
Could we look at this logically for a minute? Apparently, my mother made Felicia a very attractive offer, and it gives her a lot of creative control that she doesn't now have at Forrester. She shouldn't have done it. It was bad politically, but when it comes to business, my mother doesn't always think about politics. She saw an opportunity to get a bright young talent, and she grabbed it.
Yeah, she saw an opportunity. You're right about that one.
What are you saying, Ridge?
If this is true, it had to have been Sally that made the initial contact.
Maybe it was. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, well, I would like to know because I think that's pretty significant.
You're damn right it is. Because if Sally made the contact, she's not trying to hire Felicia. She's just trying to stir up trouble. If I use your phone?
No, go right ahead.
You're sure about this, Val? You verified the source? No, I haven't seen Felicia today. Yeah, I sure will. Thanks.
They confirmed it.
Ion Fashion is sticking to the story.
I told you guys.
Macy's right. It's a done deal. Sally wouldn't lie about this.
Of course she wouldn't.
Yeah, well, it's a deal Sally's gonna undo.
Well, I think we should talk to Felicia about this.
Yeah, no question about that, but the fact is the deal never should have been made.
Well, if Felicia accepted the offer.
How long's she been in this business? I'll tell you. A year, maybe 15 months at the most.
I don't get your point, Ridge.
The point is you don't negotiate your own contract.
Certainly not with Sally Spectra.
Are you implying that my mother would try to cheat her?
Honey, you don't negotiate a contract like this without counsel. It's just not done.
Why don't you look at the contract first before you pass any judgment?
Aren't you listening, Macy? The contract means nothing. What it says doesn't matter. It's the act. Trying to lure Felicia away from Forrester. They're trying to provoke us here. And that's uncalled for. And don't tell me it's because of Felicia's talent. She's trying to hurt my family.
You'll help me get Clark back?
As only I'm able to do.
How?
I spoke with him earlier. Did he tell you?
No.
Well, I encouraged him to take you up on your business proposition.
Well, apparently you had no effect.
Wouldn't say that.
I just spoke with him. Clark has no intentions of having any dealings with me, business or otherwise.
That's his initial volley. He'll change.
Did you threaten him?
Rather strong words.
Blackmail?
The important thing is the garrison comes around. Now you just keep dangling that little carrot.
While you carry the big stick.
I don't mind being the bad guy in this, Julie. You do.
Wanna bet?
So, what's the verdict? Do we have Felicia Forrester under contract or don't we?
She signed it. Of course she's under contract.
Not necessarily.
Stone? What's the problem?
Sally, you asked me here to go over a contract that's already been signed. Now, that can mean only one of two things. Either someone is challenging it, or Felicia wants out.
Oh. Well, let's just say for the sake of argument that Felicia wants out.
For the sake of argument.
Yes. With that contract, do we have recourse?
What were the circumstances of her signing it?
Squeaky clean, counselor. We made her an offer. She mulled it over for a few weeks, and then she accepted it.
Any form of coercion used? Anything that could even be hinted at as either deceptive or intimidating?
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
100% by the book.
Then she signed under no duress, either mental or physical.
No, it was entirely Felicia's decision. We even talked about it. I told her I wasn't going to give her a hard sell.
And if you take a good look at that contract, you know we didn't need a hard sell.
It's a good offer.
Good. It's the best she'll ever get in her lifetime.
No intimidation, psychological or otherwise.
Not a breath of it.
Well, if what you tell me is true, if it's true, you have nothing to worry about. This is a binding contract. But Sally, I've got to warn you both. It doesn't mean that Felicia isn't going to challenge it. Nor does it mean that even if you do manage to keep her, she'll ever produce the way you want her to produce.
She'll produce all right. She's got too much drive not to. Besides, she's a Forrester. She's got her pride.
And if she doesn't, we'll sue her. And I don't think your brother-in-law, Eric, would enjoy that kind of publicity, would he?
Storm, thank you. I think you've told us everything we want to know. Thank you for coming.
Certainly, sir.
We've got a new line. Felicia's locked in.
That certainly seems to be the case. Darling, let me show you something. I even fixed up a logo for the new line. Look at this. Felicia for Spectra Creations. What do you think?
I like it, Sally. I like it a lot.
Am I to assume that you and I are going to work together on this project?
What's in this for you, Mr. Spencer? It's what I can't understand.
I already told you. I really resent Clark Garrison. I truly hate the man. But he is a wizard. Success seems to follow him in spite of himself. So I am going to make a fortune backing this man when he goes independent.
You're so sure he's gonna do this?
He has no choice.
What do you need me for?
You're the woman behind the man. Without you encouraging him, stroking him, and sleeping with him, You're right. He will never leave Sally.
I'm in love with him, Bill.
You will never have him unless he leaves Spectra. Let's make this happen, shall we?
Most definitely. In fact, I have a little something in mind for Sally. It's a little surprise. Don't you just love surprises, Mr. Spencer?
Well, darling, I think it's about time we got to work on Felicia. We're gonna have to think of something to soothe those ruffled feathers of hers.
Sally, don't worry about that.
It's not gonna be easy.
Once she realizes the benefits of working here, she'll love it.
Don't underestimate how angry and upset she is.
Sally, trust me. I'll handle Felicia.
Oh, you will, huh? How?
I got my ways.
Oh. Well, these ways of yours, they wouldn't involve any sort of hanky-panky, now would they?
Of course not.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Because the way things are now, I could handle almost anything, but not that.
Sally, I'm surprised at you.
Oh, Tom. I know you'd never step over the line. It would be so foolish to lose what we have. We both know the consequences of that. We'd end up back where we were when you first came to work for me all those years ago. Only worse. But it's all right. You're my soldier, and you're true blue. And I'm very pleased, and I'm very happy. And I love you very much.
I gotta get back to work.
Hello?
Miss Spectra, hello. This is Julie DeLorean. I would very much appreciate just a moment of your time.
Yeah, sure, Julie. What's on your mind?
Something I promise you will find nothing less than fascinating. Can I stop by your office?
Can you be here in the next 20 minutes?
I'm on my way.
You still think my mother's out to hurt you people? Is that what you're telling me, Ridge?
Macy, hiring Felicia was bad news any way you look at it.
Maybe she was trying to unite the families. You know, that is another interpretation.
Honey, come on, really. Unite the families by taking my sister from her job at Forrester.
Oh, I see. You agree with Ridge.
Look, let's just calm down, okay? This is getting out of hand.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am calm. It just bugs the hell out of me that you people are always so anxious to see the worst in my mother.
Macy, you're not being fair. I have given your mother every benefit of the doubt.
And you still think that she hired Felicia to hurt your family.
Macy, we don't know why she hired her, but she shouldn't have.
Why? Because Felicia's too good for us? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Macy.
No, Felicia's got talent. And she's not using it at Forrester as far as I can see. Now, she accepted that job because she wanted it. No one held a gun to her head. I resent this attitude of yours. And that goes for you too, Thorne.
You know.
Don't say it, Ridge. Don't you dare say anything.